Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. I hope I got the dates correctly. Let's see where your energies are for this weekend, and let's see what the person you're connecting with during this weekend. Nice. You got the Magician and the Ace of Wands energy. It's almost like you are coming in like a brand new person into this relationship. You're looking at it from a whole new perspective, and you're kind of seeking more passion, more excitement. You desire like a lot more fiery energy out of this relationship, and you are not scared to work for it. Like, you're not scared to invest your time, your energy, your money into the situation to make it more exciting, to make it more desirable, to make yourself look more desirable to this person that you're connecting with. Let's see where they're at. They're in a Two of Pentacles and a Two of Swords energy, kind of difficult energy for them. It's like they're being torn in two different directions. On one side, they have responsibilities. They have to probably work. They have to probably take care of certain, responsibilities at home and whatnot. Maybe there's kids involved. Maybe there's like an older parent or whatever else. Somebody else that they have to take care of during this time frame, and it's kind of like tearing them apart. Okay, what do I do? Do I go have fun with my Capricorn, or do I stick with my responsibilities? It's very difficult for them to figure out what to do, especially when you're trying so hard, especially when you're looking so good. You know what I mean? So if they are acting any type of way, this is a good time to ask them questions to see where their head is at, because they are definitely split right now into two, because they're being forced to make some kind of choices here. Let's see what the universe has for you. Two of Cups, Page of Swords, and the World card. I love it. I like this because with the Two of Cups here, it's all about partnership and it's all about connection, which is what I felt earlier. Like, if you feel like they're acting a little different, if you feel like they're acting a little different, ask them, see what's going on. Maybe you can help out. Maybe, you can bond with this person on a different level by helping them out through this type of situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes in the relationships, it's not all about having fun. Sometimes, you can have that fun, and not by going to an amusement park, by going to a supermarket or like Target or whatever and buying paper towels. I don't know. So just ask them, what is it that they need? What is it that they're going through? And maybe together you can you can help them get through this situation here. And it also kind of, with the Page of Swords here, I do feel like you could be overthinking it. Like, you could be thinking a lot about the situation and why they are being a certain way if you don't address it. But with the swords being here, that's an open opportunity for communication, to ask those questions, to see what's going on, to kind of open up to each other and let them open up to you here as well. And that's only going to lead to fulfillment, harmony, a beautiful reward. The World card is here. The world is in your hands, my dear friend. And when it pertains to this specific relationship for this weekend, you can definitely kind of create a much stronger union between you and this other energy that you're connecting with. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful weekend. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at our Aquarius energy here for the weekend and the person you're connecting with during this time frame. Ooh, Eight of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. I like it. You are, open to have a really interesting conversation with this person that you're connecting with. I feel like for many of you, you are trying to have a very realistic conversation about how to lead your life with this person. So for some of you, you're really much open to move in with this person, to take this relationship to the next step. And this is the conversation that you're trying to have in order to figure out how are you going to break down your finances? How will you make sure that you're both still financially stable while you are kind of moving forward onto this big new step? For others of you, this could be a conversation because you feel like you've been financially taken advantage of within this relationship, and you no longer want to kind of stay in this dynamic, at least the way that it's been as it pertains to your finances. So you are open and you are kind of feeling pushed to have that big conversation in order to clarify what is it that you should be financially responsible for, what is it that they should be financially responsible for, so that way you're not kind of compromising on your own comforts later on in life. Let's see what they are during this weekend. Judgment and the Hangman. So they've been reflecting a lot, and I feel like this person is coming into this relationship. I don't feel like it's a brand new person coming into this relationship. I feel like it's the same person coming into this relationship, but with a different attitude, with a different perspective, because they have been reflecting, they have been thinking, they have been kind of like trying to figure out what they have done wrong, what is it that they can do better to be in this relationship. So a lot of serious conversations here, and I like it because those kind of conversations are the types of conversations that make a relationship more stable for the time to come, or it inevitably kind of like filters out people who should not be in your relationship with you, my dear Aquarius. Let's see what the universe has for you. The High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Wands. It's kind of like listen to your intuition. The universe wants you to remember to listen to your intuition and trust yourself, like trust your intuition. And aside from intuition here, I also feel like trust your thoughts and trust your emotions as well. In a sense that even if you love somebody, even if you want to forgive somebody over and over and over again, you still get that emotional distraught sensation somewhere within your being as you're agreeing, as you're accepting. Does it make sense? Like, you can have your heart open, you can forgive somebody 1,000 times, but somewhere, some way, your emotions are going to come out weirdly in a different aspect of your life. You could be yelling at your friend for no reason. You could be lashing out at like a person in a store for no reason. Like, notice those things. Are you lashing out at anybody? Are you feeling frustrated in other areas of your life? Are you overthinking something, or you're thinking too much about this? Because if you are, that's your intuition kind of like trying to get to you through other tangible ways to remind you that, like, listen to me, trust me. Because you have this resilience about you. Yes, you can persevere. Yes, you can get everything done. Yes, you can get everything done. Yes, you can take care of everything. But in the end of the day, you're just one person. By constantly pushing forward for two people in a relationship, you are really much standing in your own way you're standing in the way of your own progress. Does it make sense? I hope I'm articulating this energy correctly. So look ahead, plan ahead here. And plan ahead in realistic domain here. Plan ahead with listening to what they have to say, but also plan ahead in creating certain boundaries. And if that person oversteps that boundary, be ready to take the action that you planned for. Not to be a pushover again, because I do feel like this relationship has been there, and this situation has arose or risen, I don't know the proper English here, already in the past, and it's kind of happening again. And yes, they're coming with much better energy, with much more openness to change, if you may. However, you know, trust, but also make sure that you are not going to be left in the dust here. Otherwise, great energy. I love this a lot. I love how they're willing to change, and I love how you're willing to stand up for your own comforts, for your own needs here, my dear friend. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful weekend, my friend. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's see where your energies are for this weekend. And let's see what the energies of the person you're connecting with are for this time frame. You are in a Two of Pentacles and a Nine of Swords energy. And I've been picking up this energy for you for quite some time. Like you are spreading yourself a little too thin. And I feel like you are spreading yourself a little too thin in this relationship as well, where you're compromising your needs, compromising whatever is it that you have to do for you, for your career, for your prosperity, in order to please this person, and it's creating anxiety or inability to meet responsibilities at work and responsibilities at home are making you feel very anxious and very hopeless here. You're almost distressed, or at least you are in the state of distress because you feel overwhelmed from all these responsibilities that are piled onto you. And I feel like you're gonna feel it this weekend quite a bit. The good thing that this energy is just for the weekend, so it's fleeing. Hopefully it passes really quickly for you. They are in a Three of Swords and the Hierophant energy, so they are in this energy of like feeling that something has collapsed, something is not good enough. Feeling like sorry, I'm pausing because I'm getting like two different messages here. Like from one side, this is the person who is like feeling a little heartbroken because their expectation of relationship is different from the reality a little bit. Like you're busy, you're tired, you know, and maybe they have expected in the past that you were not going to be this busy. Maybe your situation changed recently, like in the last couple of years, and now they're seeing how you're not the same person as you used to be, and they're just kind of like they're adjusting to it, they're overcoming it, but they're having a little bit of a difficult time getting there. For others of you, this is great energy because I mean, it's good energy either which way. Can energy be good? I don't know. It's energy. For others of you, you're connecting with the person who's finally healing their past heartbreaks, finally healing their past experiences that caused them some kind of traumatic pain. And now they're ready to commit bigger and better into this relationship. They're ready to either propose or ready to take that next step for moving in together, ready to take the next step to start dating just you. It's, you know, you will know how this applies to you because this is your relationship and this is a general reading. So it's hard to tell here. However, you should know this is somebody who's been working on their pain, overcoming their past experiences, their past suffering. They're definitely have done a tremendous job here and they're ready to move forward with you. For others of you, this is a person who is feeling a bit of type of way because you've been so busy, and I think that's what's causing you more anxiety and more stress, is because they're definitely putting a lot of demand on you here. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Empress. I like two sixes here because sixes are indicative of harmony, right? Like this is a good, calm, understanding type of place. And you, with the Six of Pentacles here, you need to prioritize yourself. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You just need to prioritize yourself and celebrate yourself here. You got to put your needs first. You cannot constantly put the needs of others, before yourself. And I really do feel like I've been getting this energy for you, like almost every single reading. I'm feeling this where you are just not ready to put that energy into yourself and prioritize your needs here. But the universe is calling you to do that. Like, make sure you have enough for you, because when you have enough for you, that's when you are glowing. That's when you are happy. And when you're happy, when you're glowing, when you're exuding positive energy, you can get a lot more done in a much less period of time. Like, spending time with others is not a chore, because you have a source of energy within you to kind of expand it onto other people, if that makes sense. And I do feel once you kind of give yourself a little time back, once you kind of allow yourself to spend a little time on you, get whatever is it that you need done for yourself, then you will be able to create a much more nurturing relationship for this individual who's so committed to you here. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful weekend. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4 through February 5th. Let's look at your energies, the Aries energies here for the weekend, and the person you're connecting with for this time frame. Six of Swords and Eight of Wands energy for you, my dear friend. You're ready for a big conversation. You're ready for a big conversation to bring in more harmony and stability into your life. Something's been on your mind as it pertains to this relationship. Something that you are kind of we're not willing to discuss, or we're too scared to bring up, or just kind of did not feel like the time was right. Now I feel this weekend you're finally feeling this need to articulate your thoughts, need to express your needs, and kind of discuss what's been bugging you in order to kind of get it off your chest and create more harmony in your life, because it's been on your mind for quite some time. Obviously, this is a general reading. I don't know what exactly this has been, but with the swords here, I do feel like it's been something that you've been thinking about for a while, thinking and overthinking, and you've been trying to kind of figure out how to change this thing up, how to approach it. But now is the time with the Wands, Eight of Wands here. Now is the time to just say it, to just do it, share whatever's on your mind, to get it off your chest, to move forward here in this relationship. And look at this. Wow, they're in a Temperance energy and a Queen of Swords energy, which is very patient energy, very understanding energy that's trying to like really much take everything into account before making the final decision. It's not a very rushed energy on their side here. I feel like if you're going to approach them during this time and you're going to be able to articulate yourself, your thoughts, or what's been bothering you, they will be very, very receptive to hear you out and to try to understand where this is stemming from, what your needs are, like how to pretty much fix the situation to make it more harmonious for both of you. I like it. Yeah, they're really going to want to get some kind of a clear perspective here of what's going on with you and within this relationship. Let's see what the universe has for you. We got the Seven of Pentacles. And we got the Page of Cups. And we got the Chariot here. I like it. With this energy here, I do feel like the universe is telling you that sometimes it's really hard to bring up certain things And sometimes it's really hard to kind of like stand up for whatever you believe is right. And especially like with your overall energy being an Aries sun, you have that fiery way about you that sometimes maybe in the past you've seen that whenever you speak up, whenever you tell somebody what your needs are, they take it the wrong way. Instead of like really listening to you, they're like, oh my God, Aries is unhappy with me, like everything is over, blah blah blah. Just like take it to that next step instead of trying to understand you. However, the universe reminding you, like, you know what, sometimes you need to also understand that with time, this wisdom comes. And right now, you are a lot more wiser than you were before. So this conversation coming up is going to be a very much different conversation than what you've had in the past, even yesterday. Like every day we're learning, every day we're becoming better. Therefore, don't be afraid to speak up. The only thing that it's going to bring to you is it's going to ease off your energy. It's going to make you feel a lot more relieved because you finally said your piece, you know, and you'll be able to kind of feel more in control and more just like have that sense of control back because you were able to find that bravery to speak up and say whatever is on your mind. Even if this conversation totally goes wrong, it's going to make you feel better having kind of to say whatever you needed to say and move on. You know what I mean? I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful weekend, my dear friend. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at our Taurus energies here for this weekend and the person you're connecting with. You are in an Eight of Pentacles and an Ace of Swords energy. You are in this energy of like trying to kind of finish something up here and trying to kind of understand what has happened within this relationship and trying to kind of figure out how to move forward from it. And I like this energy because it kind of tells me that you are recognizing that something has occurred and you are gaining the strength to have a conversation, to clarify it in order to move on from it, instead of just sitting in this energy of whatever has upset you and kind of not letting you breathe. You know what I mean? At least this energy is available to you this weekend to bring something up in a way that's going to be able to give you a resolution in the end of it. Let's see what they are. They're in a Three of Pentacles and a Knight of Wands. So they are willing to work with you. They are willing to hear you out. They are willing to kind of hear what you got to say and work it through with you, which I like a lot, you know. And they are willing to seek the help they need if they do need any kind of help within the situation. Also, for others of you, don't be surprised if this person reaches out to family, friends, somebody else to get additional advice, to kind of before they make the final decision here, before they make the final act. Like they want to work it through with you. They definitely do. But I also feel like they need somebody else's advice in order to proceed with some kind of action. Okay. Let's see what the universe wants you to know here. And flipped over and flipped. And there we got another 7. We got a 7 of Wands here. Oh, why did I feel like we had a 7? 7 of Wands. We got an 8 of Cups and an Ace of Cups. Interesting energy. So don't be surprised if this person will kind of push back a bit whenever you bring something up. Yes, underneath it all, they do want to fix it. They do want to address it. However, they're also not really sure how to do it. And that's why for many of you, they're going to go and seek advice elsewhere first before any kind of action, before you will see any kind of action, if you will see any kind of action here. So don't be surprised if they will kind of be a little defensive here for a second, and don't be surprised if you will not be able to bring this up again for a little while. Or at least they might ask you not to bring this up again until they will be able to resolve it. Give them a little bit of time. That's what the message I'm hearing here, and that's what I'm trying to say. Give them a little bit of time, because once they process everything they need to process on their own time, I do feel like they will come in from with a different energy into this relationship. You want the new beginning, you want something different, and they will be able to come in differently into this relationship. That's going to bring a lot more beautiful feelings into the relationship, and have the feelings that will create much more happy domestic life for the two of you within this relationship, if that makes sense. Confusing energy, and I hope I articulated this correctly for you, my dear friend. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful weekend. Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at your energies here for the weekend and the energies of the person you're connecting with. Okay. We got 10 of Pentacles and the High Priestess here for you, my dear friend. Really, really, really good energy for this weekend. This is the energy of, culmination when it comes to your financial situation, for your financial stability. I feel like many of you have been working really hard, taking courses, just working extra at your job on additional projects, saving money, and finally you are seeing the rewards of it this weekend, and I like it. I also like how with the High Priestess being here, you are kind of studying how to be better, learning how to be better version of yourself by improving yourself in your financial sector. And I feel like improving yourself as a whole person, healing yourself, trying to kind of trust your inner thoughts, your inner intuition of what is it that you actually need, and you're going for it as well. Really good energy, big growing energy here. The person you're connecting with is in the 4 of Cups and a 10 of Wands energy. They're a little bit heavy here with their responsibilities. They are a little bit burdened by responsibility, by things that are happening around them, and they're kind of not really seeing the gifts that the universe is giving to them during this time frame. So they could be a little bit too caught up in their own selves, too caught up in their own being a little bit disconnected from this relationship during this time frame. However, I do see that they will get lucky in the end, or whatever their perception of luck is, because they have you by their side and they see you blossoming. They see you kind of striving to be better, and it's kind of like pushing them to continue, pushing them to surpass their limits, and pushing them to kind of try harder and harder and harder to persevere, even though they're not seeing the light in the end of the tunnel. It's kind of like you are their light in that tunnel, if that makes sense. Let's see what the universe wants you to know here. Not a very romantic energy, but a very practical energy on both sides, which is also good for relationships here. We got a 9 of Swords. We got a 10 of Wands. And we got the 10 of Pentacles. Again, 3 10s in the reading, telling me that the whole cycle is finishing up and a new cycle in this relationship is about to start. So the serious energy will air off and it will pass sooner than you think, my dear friend, which I like. However, do watch your thoughts. You are on this positive path here. You are on this beautiful way of becoming a better version of you, but do watch your thoughts, because I do feel like once in a while your thoughts get you out of this progressive movement in a better direction and kind of set you back for a moment, if that makes sense. So watch how you're thinking. Continue finding the beautiful things in the universe. Continue, making sure that you're not running away from responsibility when you're feeling kind of hopeless within the moment. If you're feeling in any way overwhelmed, don't run away from the responsibilities, because you do have a lot of beautiful things aligned for you as a payoff for all of this effort that you've been putting into yourself and into this relationship. I love this energy. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful weekend, my friend. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at your energies for this weekend. And let's look at the energies of the person you're connecting with during this time frame. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the Knight of Wands and we got the 7 of Swords, my dear friend. Interesting energy, and I say that because this is the energy of like being really fearless, standing up for yourself, just kind of being totally in control. And I feel like you're also kind of shedding unneeded responsibilities in your life. Like you're regaining full control of your life during this weekend. And I feel like as it pertains to this relationship, I feel like you're establishing even stronger boundaries. And over the last few months, as I was doing Cancer readings for you, I've been feeling like you've becoming much more brave and much more aware of what your boundaries are. And I feel like this weekend you're not going to be afraid to bring it up in your partnership if this arises. How do I say it? So I feel like this energy is very exciting, very adventurous, and that's what you want to do. You want to have some excitement. You want to have an adventure in your relationship and for yourself during this weekend. And I feel like you're going to be brave enough to articulate your needs to your partner. And if for some reason your partner will impose some kind of obligations onto you, you will not be scared to tell them, you know what, I'll do this later. We can handle this later. Let's have a little fun right now. I hope I articulated this energy well for you. because it's really clear to me how you just want to have a good time, you want to have fun, and you're not scared to say it aloud anymore as you used to be back in the day, back when you were less wise. And look at them, they're in a Wheel of Fortune and an Eight of Swords energy. A great energy here on their side as well, because like they're feeling the cycle is changing. They're feeling how your relationship is changing, and it's changing for the better. And they're realizing that it's changing for the better. But they might feel a little scared and they feel a little intimidated just for a moment, because you are speaking up, because you are articulating your needs and your wants. It might make them feel a little insecure for just a moment. However, they are understanding that a cycle has finished and a new cycle has begun in this relationship. And I feel like for most of you, this person you're connecting with will be incredibly happy. That's the word, happy. They will be incredibly happy and joyful that you are becoming a stronger individual, because they like being attached to such a strong individual as you are here, my dear friend. Let's see what the universe has for you. The Knight of Cups, Death card, and the High Priestess. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just to reinstate what I was feeling, and hopefully in a much clearer way. With the Knight of Cups here, you know, the universe is reminding you to follow your heart. Make sure you follow your heart. If you want to have fun, if you want to have an adventure, if you want to do something that's like outside of your comfort zone even, go ahead and do it. And don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to tell somebody how you feel. You know, with the Death card here, it's kind of like shedding things that are no longer needed, shedding things from your life that are no longer serving you, and being reserved, being shy, being too afraid to speak up is no longer serving you. Like all those things are not needed anymore for you. You know, like being more brave, being more in control is who you are. And this is a time to shine. This is a time to trust that inner voice that tells you, Cancer, you know, do you go for what's yours, and make sure that you are enjoying your life, because we only get to live once, at least right now, right? In this time life. Enjoy your life, my friend. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful weekend, my dear friend. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at Leo energies for the weekend and the person you're connecting with. We got Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles here. I love it. You feel like your relationship, this partnership that you have with this person, is your foundation. It gives you a lot of stability. It gives you a lot of support. Definitely this union is very significant to you in your life, because it does give you this idea of safety almost, you know, like safe energy here that you feel towards this person. They are in a Five of Wands and a Knight of Wands energy for this weekend, so they might feel a little fiery, they might feel a little excited, they might feel, you know, they might want a little adventure here with you, my dear friend. And for many of you, that could create potentially a bit of a conflict. Like if they want to do things and you just kind of feel a little more reserved this weekend, it could create a little bit of a conflict. Well, let's see what the universe has for you. Five of Swords, Five of Wands again, and the Sun. How interesting here. I feel like, you know, this relationship is transforming. This relationship is changing, and the universe wants you to know that things are changing within this dynamic, within this relationship. And it's not a bad thing. Change is not always bad. What I do feel like, sometimes there's power struggles within the relationship here, and that's what you need to kind of watch out for, and that's what you need to work on, and that's what you need to change in your relationship. If you feel like you just want to be home this weekend while they feel like they want to go do something, compromise. Maybe there is a way to kind of do a little something that's not too draining for you, yet exciting enough for them. You know what I mean? Like, a conversation is needed. Five of Wands is like that, you know, seeking the compromise. Five of Wands can also be a conflict, right? And in order to resolve a conflict, you need to come to a compromise through a conversation. What is it that you can do in order to keep everyone in the relationship satisfied? Because this is a connection. You guys are in some kind of a relationship, and a compromise is a necessary piece for a relationship to be harmonious. And that's exactly what I'm feeling here from the universe. If you do have that conversation, if you do come up with a compromise, the Sun energy is here for you. And Sun is all about harmony, all about joy, all about, you know, positivity, celebration, all those beautiful feelings. So there is a way to work things out. You two just have to talk about it, and not just kind of act nasty towards each other, if that makes sense. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful weekend, my friend. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at our Virgo energies right here. And the energies of the person you're connecting with for this time frame. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the Four of Cups and a Six of Swords here. It's kind of like this weird energy where you're realizing that life is a lot more beautiful than the way you perceive it. Because for some time you've been looking at your life and you've been feeling like something is amiss, something is not there, something is not lining up the way you want it to be. And finally you're kind of realizing that, wait a second, you know what? There's a lot more to life than what I'm seeing. There's a lot more to this relationship that I'm seeing. There's a lot to really appreciate. I feel like you are trying to figure out how to create a more harmonious internal space by acknowledging all the gifts, all the beauty that you do have, instead of concentrating on the things that you don't have or you wish were a little different here. Let's see where they are. They are in the Star and the Knight of Wands energy. Very interesting. They are in this energy of hope that everything is going to work out. They are in this energy of trying to kind of bring a little bit of action, a little bit of adventure back into the relationship, but they don't know how to do this by themselves. It's almost like they need to seek advice elsewhere in order to figure out how to bring a lot more joy into this relationship. And I like it because both of you are working towards creating a much more harmonious relationship here. You know, they have a lot of hope, and you are moving towards this better energy by leaving the old negative beliefs behind. Let's see what the universe has for you. Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. The universe is reminding you that you have to have a conversation. You know, in order to have a breakthrough, you actually have to have a conversation first. It's like, Nothing's going to change unless you two are able to discuss things and kind of level things out within the relationship. Share how you feel. Ask them how they are feeling. Ask them what they want. Tell them what you want, and kind of reach that compromise, you know. With the Five of Pentacles being here, it's like the universe is reminding you to stop concentrating on things that are not working out. Instead, concentrate on things that are there, that are beautiful, that are good for you. And with the Queen of Swords being here, it's kind of like you have to make a rational decision to do that. You have to be very clear-minded and very purposeful in your thoughts and in your conversations with others during this time frame in order to move towards that harmony that you are seeking here, my dear friend. Beautiful energy. I see a lot of work being done on both sides, and I see how the two of you can overcome a lot to create even more solid relationship for the both of you here. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful weekend. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at your energies for this weekend. And let's look at the person you're connecting with. Ooh, we got a Six of Swords and the Knight of Cups. I think like we got the Six of Swords for you last weekend as well. However, energy is a little bit different here because now you're finally ready to move in a better direction. You're ready to act on changing things up in your relationship to make it better, to make it more adventurous, more exciting, more passionate. I believe you had to make a decision last weekend and you finally made this decision, and now you're moving forward to exercise on this decision together with this person that you're connecting with here. And let's see, and they're in a Three of Cups and a Two of Pentacles energy. I like it because as busy as they are, they have a lot of things going on. They have many things that they gotta juggle. Everything is happening sort of at once in their life. But even as they're so busy, as they're so preoccupied, at the same time, they're also very happy and they're very much celebrating this union, celebrating this friendship that they have with you, this connection that they have with you. And they're probably bragging about you to other people in their lives, letting them know how amazing you are and how happy they are to be with you, to have you by their side. Very nice energy here. And as I was speaking, I already had cards fall out for the advice from the universe for you. We got a Queen of Cups, we got the Hermit, we got the Eight of Swords, and we got the Page of Pentacles. All very beautiful energies here. All of the energies that are telling me that you are moving in the right direction. And the universe wants you to remember to keep calm, keep calm. Keep calm, keep pleasant, keep kind and relaxed within this relationship. Because you could be a little bit stressed out. You could be a little bit tired of the mundane things of your life. But do make sure that you are still keeping loving and calm, compassionate situation within this connection, within this relationship. And if you do feel like you need some solitude, do take the time for it. If you do feel like you need to recharge because your energies are running low or you are feeling overwhelmed with everything that's happening, take the time out. Do you for a minute. Do you for for a time being to kind of recharge yourself, to get that energy back, because otherwise you might come off a lot more aggressive than you need to be because you're tired. Your words could come out a little too sharp, and that's not because that's the way you feel, but that's because you are exhausted. just watch for that. And I do feel like with diligence and with your perseverance and with your ability to kind of watch your energies and watch how you come into the relationship, you will have a great time. You will have a great time coming up for you and for this relationship. And it's like a new cycle is definitely starting up. The cycle that you wanted. This move that you're working towards to is happening in your relationship. I absolutely love this energy. And I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful weekend, my friend. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's look at our Scorpio energies here for the weekend. And let's look at the person you're connecting with for this time frame. We got 3 of Pentacles and an 8 of Wands here. Really nice energy on your side. Trying to work together with this person you're connecting with to fix any kind of issues that you have in a relationship. To have conversations about how you can make this relationship better. How you can make this relationship stronger. What your plan should be for the next steps. How you should be kind of moving forward together, or how to find solutions to any kind of issues that you've noticed within your relationship here. I really like this collaborative energy a lot coming off of you. And look at them. They are in a Lovers and an 8 of Swords energy. So they are definitely looking at this partnership, and they are definitely somebody who cares about this partnership a whole lot. And they want to do whatever is possible in order to have a good relationship with you. There's 2 8s on both sides here. So 8s are a energy of order, energy of completion or conclusion of something. So I do feel it very strongly that for some of you, you are connecting with the person where both of you want to propel in the relationship, change things up in order to have a much more solid situation here, have a more solid relationship, have a more solid marriage, or even move into those next steps to make this relationship bigger and stronger. For others of you, though, I do feel like this could be a culmination of relationship where both of you are no longer on the same page. Both of you are no longer in the same space, and the only thing that kind of tying you together is finishing this relationship up and kind of leaving it behind and moving forward to something else. You will know what it is. Obviously, this is a general reading. If you have no problems in the relationship or the problems are minor, then obviously you guys will work it out. If this has been bugging you for a long time, there have been fundamental issues for a long time, this is the time to kind of decide whether you're going to stay together or whether you're going to move apart. Let's see what the universe has for you. We got an Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands, and an 8 of Swords here. And that's kind of what the universe is telling you. You have to have a conversation. Whatever the outcome is going to be, that's what's going to be. But without having this conversation, you will continue staying in the state of conflict. This conflict needs to be resolved. Things need to be addressed here. And by addressing this, you're either going to complete the cycle. Well, you are going to complete the cycle. Whether the cycle is going to be completed in in a way that will take a relationship to a whole new place, to a whole new level, or whether this cycle will complete by finalizing this relationship and allowing you, as well as this person that's connecting to you, to free up, to kind of move in a different direction. But this conversation has to be had in order for something to wrap up here and to start anew. Hope this oh my God, tongue-tied. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful weekend. Resolving issues is always a good time. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of February 4th through February 5th. Let's see what energies we have for you here, my friend, and energies of the person you're connecting with. Wow, a lot of growth for you, my dear Sagittarius. We got the Hangman and a Death card. These are two cards of change here. Change of perspective, releasing certain idealisms, releasing certain beliefs that are no longer serving you. And I feel like you have been kind of imprisoning yourself in your own mind because you had certain ideas, you had certain expectations, I guess, for yourself and within this relationship that have been holding you back. And now you're kind of growing and you're realizing, like, wait a second, my life can be different. And my life does not have to adhere to these made up beliefs or these made up trajectories that were imposed to me by my upbringing or by people around me or by my own self even. So I like this energy of growth. I like this energy of change because it's allowing you to be lighter in your own energy and your own being. Let's see what they are. They're in the Lovers and a Five of Pentacles energy. Wow, beautiful. So they're in this energy of like releasing things that are no longer serving them as well within themselves and within this relationship as well. They're coming in with the Lovers card. Obviously, they have a ton of love for you. They are really much are into this partnership. They are into this union. They love being with you. They see you as their match, which is beautiful. And they are working on how to change their own selves in order to kind of grow themselves more, build themselves more, make themselves more stable. And kind of by default, they're making this whole relationship more stable, if that makes sense. Because they're taking care of their own needs, because they're taking care of their own like setbacks within their life. They're kind of building this relationship up. So together I see a lot of progression here for both of you, which is beautiful. Let's see what the universe has for you. We got the Temperance card. Oh, we got the Three of Swords, and we got the Devil. A lot of major arcana cards here, my friend. With the Temperance card here, which is also your energy, it's kind of like you gotta trust the universe. You gotta trust the universe that things will work out. Sometimes, as I said before, like we impose these ideas onto ourselves that things should work out in a certain way, but unfortunately they usually don't. That's why, like, when you have too many expectations, you're just gonna be, at the end of the day, you're just gonna be super disappointed because it's hard to live up to these ideological expectations that are not even worthy, you know. So keep on trusting the universe that you are on the right path. Keep on trusting the universe that you are in the right place. When you release that control, you allow your heart to heal. You literally allowing whatever hurts have happened to you in the past, release from you. So as you're kind of trusting in the universe, as you are relieving that, not relieving, like more like releasing that pain from the past, you are able to release whatever is trapping you with this devil energy here. I like it. It's kind of like you have a choice. Do you believe in the universe, or do you believe in preconceived BS ideas that us humans created? Your choice, my friend. However, you are on a beautiful path, and that's what the universe is telling you with all these major arcana cards here. Continue on your path. Your energy is getting lighter. Your energy is getting more clear. And being in this relationship is becoming more and more enjoyable for you. I love this reading for you. Hope it clarified a couple of things. Like the video, click subscribe, and have a super wonderful weekend, my friend.